Well, the grieving sister of a man struck and killed by a driver who left the scene is sending a message to the person who killed her brother.
50-year-old Michael Amos died 3 weeks ago after he was hit on Cascade Road near 36th Street. And News 8's Joe LaFurge is live in Cascade with an update. Joe?
Yeah, Brian, the crash occurred just northwest of where we're at 36th and Cascade Road just before midnight on July 1st. And there's been speculation since the crash that the drivers involved may not have known they hit a person.
We've wondered if that could be a possibility, but I have to believe, given the fact that Mike was struck and the medical examiner believes him to have been run over, that would not be a possibility.
Michael Amos would have turned 51 next week. The East Kentwood graduate became a commercial pilot, eventually settling in Waterford, northwest of Detroit.
Up for absolutely anything and everything, and absolutely touched everyone's lives that he interacted with.
He was visiting friends in a neighborhood not far from where the crash occurred. Security cameras show Amos leaving a party store at Cascade and Old 28th Street shortly before the crash. He was riding a one-wheel, an electric vehicle similar to a skateboard. Deputies believe he was on the roadway when he was struck about a mile from the party store. A passerby found him lying in the road and then watched him get struck by two other vehicles.
So there's potentially other people that had hit this person that we'd like to talk to as well.
With no parts or other debris that may help them find the vehicle, deputies have been checking home doorbell cameras and business surveillance video. But so far, none has led to a potential suspect vehicle. The incident is beginning to take on the profile of other hit-and-run cases.
I actually find that they're more difficult to solve sometimes than a homicide because there's typically no connection between the suspect and the victim.
With the lack of physical and video evidence, investigators are hoping a family member or a neighbor notices some damage to a nearby car and calls it in, or a passenger, friend, or loved one with knowledge of what happened, or the driver themselves decides the guilt is too heavy to carry.
Someone has to know something, and I would hope that their conscience gets the better of them and they realize that Mike was a son, he was a brother, he was an uncle, he was a best friend to a number of people that are really struggling with this.
And if you know or are that person that knows something additionally, you're asked to call the Kent County Sheriff's Department Detective Bureau during business hours or silent observer anytime via the contact information at woodtv.com. Live in Cascade Township, Joe LaFurge, News 8.